The Bow of Faerdhinen can be considered one of the most powerful, affordable, and best bang for your buck rebuild quality weapons old school RuneScape has to offer. In this video, you'll be learning how to make and upgrade the Bowfa, as well as crystal armor. We will be taking a closer look at the most profitable applications and uses for the Bowfa, and we can take a minute to discuss its current position in the meta. Welcome to my video. I'm TombGoblin, and it's time to talk about the Bow of Faerdhinen. After the completion of the Song of the Elves quest, the Bow of Faerdhinen can be created by using a singing bowl, in which several can be found scattered throughout Prifddinas, by using an enhanced crystal weapon seed on the singing bowl along with 100 crystal shards. The enhanced crystal weapon seed can be obtained as a potential reward from the gauntlet or the corrupted gauntlet, or an inactive version of the Bowfa can be bought and sold through the Grand Exchange. To construct your first Bow of Faerdhinen, at least level 82 smithing and crafting are required, and those skills are indeed boostable. Should the player wishing to make the bow not have the corresponding smithing and crafting requirements, they can have Conwenna or Reese sing the crystal for them for an additional 50 shards. The crystal helm, body, and legs can be made by a player at the singing bowl by having, of course, the corresponding smithing and crafting level. And once again, players lacking the smithing and crafting levels required may have Conwenna or Reese sing the armor pieces for them for a slightly higher premium of 60 additional crystal shards per armor piece. Each piece of crystal armor will provide a handsome range accuracy and range damage bonus. And when the full set of crystal armor is equipped, you will benefit by means of 30% range accuracy and 15% range damage bonus while using the Bow of Faerdhinen. If dressing up like a Power Ranger has ever been on your bucket list, thanks to a recent update, players should be sure to visit Leanne's Wares, located on the west side of Prifddinas. At 500k a shard, you're able to get your fashionscape on and represent your favorite elvish clan of choice, or whatever the fuck this abomination is. Corrupting your Bow of Faerdhinen. The Bowfa can be upgraded by bringing it and 2,000 crystal shards to a singing bowl. Doing so requires level 82 smithing and crafting, and once again those levels are boostable. If the player does not meet the smithing and crafting requirements, they may have Conwenna or Reese sing the bow for them for an extra 1,000 crystal shards, for a total of 3,000. While untradeable, the bow can be uncharged, but the crystal shards used to upgrade it to its corrupt version will not be returned. Though I would consider the corrupting of the bow definitely worth the coin. Be sure to take the normal variation of the weapon out for a solid spin before committing to corrupting it. And just like its regular variant, the Bowfa requires level 80 range and 70 agility to wield. Being a crucial and non-tradable component of elvish craftsmanship, crystal shards can be obtained through a variety of methods throughout Prifddinas. Those looking to help mitigate some of the overall shard cost can participate in activities such as, and not limited to, pickpocketing elves, completing the gauntlet or Zalcano, opening the elvish crystal chest, or completing the Prifddinas agility course. Though a bit more expensive, I would personally recommend paying Amrod a visit at the Heffen Inn. He is located in the northwestmost area of Prifddinas, and he will exchange various kinds of crystal seeds for their equivocal crystal shard value. Now that we finally know how to assemble our Bowfa and crystal armor, how many shards and other components will we need to put this shit together? The crystal armor with the appropriate smithing and crafting levels will require 6 crystal armor shards altogether and 300 crystal shards. And without the appropriate levels, will jump the cost from 300 crystal shards up to 480 for your complete armor set. If you're actually making the Bowfa itself, it will require the enhanced crystal weapon seed along with 100 crystal shards. And without the levels, it'll cost, of course, the enhanced crystal weapon seed and 150 crystal shards. If you're corrupting your Bow of Faerdhinen, you will need the bow itself along with 2,000 crystal shards. And if you do not have the corresponding smithing and crafting levels, you will need to bring the bow plus 3,000 crystal shards. Before visiting Amrod to exchange your seeds for crystal shards, definitely be sure to reference the crystal shard page on the Rune Wiki to get an idea on the current approximate price per shard exchange rate and find out what seed is most practical to exchange. The best uses for the Bow of Faerdhinen. The applications of this weapon are truly limitless, granting you the ability to in some cases kill monsters that are not even really weak to range attacks in the first place. Would you care to take the magic swaps out of your Zulrah experience? The bow takes you off of your feet and all of the hard work out of the encounter and opens up more space for food and supplies. With the good old Bowfa clutched in your grasp, the new Phantom Muspah can easily be dismantled with nothing more than a simple kite pattern and a flick of the wrist. The bow's 5-tick attack speed, combined with its extreme range dynamic, upwards to 4 million gold an hour, can be yours for the plunder. If you're interested in using the tiles that I use to run my Phantom Muspah kite pattern, I'll have them posted in the description box down below. If you fancy running in a circle and trying your hand at seeing something shiny, gold, and lucrative flop on the floor, the God Wars dungeon is an exemplary location for this synopsis. Whoever needed a team for this shit anyways? At the God Wars dungeon, the Bow of Faerdhinen will help you put the I in team. Enjoy a first-time, relatively practical solo God Wars experience, and let the length of your run now be depicted by the amount of stamina potions you bring into your God Wars encounter in opposition to the traditional brews and restores. Laugh in the face of the gods as you blast them in the face with divine arrows safely from afar. For its value, is the Bow of Faerdhinen one of the most powerful weapons in old school RuneScape? Figuratively speaking, when comparing the price of the Bowfa to that of the formidable best in slot twisted bow and Missouri armor set, the question can be easily rephrased to: would you rather hit higher numbers or hit more often at a faster rate? I think the fact that this question is even being asked, and considering the beyond drastic price differential, says everything that it has to on its own. And as far as the dynamic of ranged weapons in old school RuneScape, the twisted bow can be considered far less rounded and offers a much lower dynamic. If you enjoyed the video half as much as I enjoyed making it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until we meet again, sausages, TombGoblin out.